To the joint meeting for Rules and Open Government Committee and Committee for the Whole. Council members Camus and Arenas and Vice Mayor Jones are here. I think Councilmember Davis will be with us shortly, so we have a quorum. Deb Davis just joined us. Welcome.
Hello.
And just in time. So we're we're on to item 1A, which is a review of the Cinco de Mayo agenda. Let's start on pages 5 and 6, see if there are any changes to that agenda.
Is Tony gonna put up the pages? Or do we have to?
Tony may have left. And is she back? Okay, Henry's gonna give that a shot now. There you
Okay,
go.
yeah,
Okay, great.
thank you.
All right, so we just started on 5 and 6. Henry, are you able to scroll that? Oh, Gloria's, okay, great. Okay, wonderful. And then pages 7, any changes? And page 8, which doesn't have anything on it. Okay, and there is an additional request from the city manager on actions related to temporary sheltering operations and services for emergency response. And a second item relating to amendment to the contract between CalPERS and the city.
Motion to approve the calendar for May 5th.
Okay, I'm just checking. Yes, there's Mr. Beekman.
Hello, everybody.
Hello, Blair.
Yeah, I would like to speak. I'm getting to my item here. Okay, great. Here I go. To begin, thank you. To quote the Beatles line, "The love you take is equal to the love you make." For years now, I have not seen the people of San Jose give much love, care, or advocacy to the concept of technology, accountability, and openness. I'm talking about issues of 5G technology. I hope this is applicable at this time. Meanwhile, there are guidelines and ideas simply based on peace and better reasoned practices to help to end U.S. continual war and shock doctrine and disaster capitalism practices, and that can help with how to address the recent actions of 5G, the events of Gilroy in 2019, and the current COVID-19 pandemic. For as much as we like the ideas of digital inclusion and the better digital education for low-income students, residents, I hope we are realizing the ideas of responsibility and the needs of food, shelter, and health to be prioritized at this time. Reasonably speaking, even with so many more people being at home at this time, there may only be a need for minimal upgrades of Wi-Fi, 5G, and broadband in low-income neighborhoods and throughout the city at this time, and that the digital inclusion community can get a lot of what they are already hoping for at this time with only minimal and more sensitive asks. To conclude, as I have been writing about of late in public record and speaking about for over 5 years now, part of the many good purposes of technology accountability at this time is not to regulate, but only to help with your own good thinking and what could be your own more sensitive, responsible choices. Thank you, and I think this is for the item you're going to be talking about digital inclusion next week, so that's why I'm talking about this. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. All right, on the motion, let's vote.
Arenas?
I think you're on mute. There you go.
Davis?
Yes. Did the
Camus?
motion include the ad sheet? I just want to clarify.
Yes,
Yes.
includes the ad sheet,
Thank you.
and yes, as far as my vote.
Okay, Jones?
Yes.
Liccardo?
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay. We're on to Tuesday, May 12th. And we'll start on pages 5 and 6. And pages 7 and 8. And 9. And 10. And page 11. All of this will be on afternoon calendar because I guess there are no regular land use items, just all on consent. So I guess that means our evening meeting would be canceled. All right. Any motions?
Move approval.
Second.
All right. Let's vote.
Arenas,
Yes.
Davis,
Yes.
Camus,
Yes.
Jones,
Aye.
Licardo.
Aye. All right. That passes unanimously. Thank you. For the public record,
Motion to note and file.
Second.
Mr. Bakeman.
Hi, thank you. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Great. I always do that just to be sure. Thank you. For this item, from open forum, I guess there's always the continual issues of 5G that you're placing on the public record. And my letters, I hope everyone can read through them this week. I tried to make them nice and formal and everything. And I wanted to talk about the Sunshine Ordinance and how we're going to be moving on this summer with the Sunshine Ordinance and orders of the day. To offer my revised letter from the public record, I hope previous questions of suspending the entire Sunshine Ordinance in a time of emergency can simply become an issue of what can be a better clarity for the city manager in the future of an emergency and what can be the future of orders of the day as part of our regular routines and practices. As I feel all questions posed by the mayor and staff about the Sunshine Ordinance in this time of emergency can already be answered by the ordinance itself. This should be considered good work by the many who worked on the San Jose Sunshine Ordinance in 2006 and 7. I would like to once again ask everyone they can be able to look up the study sessions, ideas, and final drafts of the Sunshine Ordinance from 2006 and 7 on the city government public website. To conclude, in trying to return to some of the more familiar patterns and routines by this summer, I feel there are a few remaining issues about the orders of the day that will need to be worked out. I hope there can be friendly, open public discussion about this in the next few months. Thanks a lot.
Thank you. All right, on the motion?
Arenas,
Yes.
Davis,
Aye.
Camus,
Aye.
Jones,
Aye.
Licardo.
Aye. Okay, we'll go on then to open forum. Mr. Bakeman.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yep.
Thanks a lot. Okay, so to conclude today, I'm sorry about the events for yesterday. Hope this speech can go well. I think it's safe to say we're now in a fairly miserable place, and where years of good ideas and ideals are now being compromised by this pandemic and its own long-term social planning ideas. It is up to ourselves at the local level to try to make something meaningful, important, and give love and care out of this pandemic mess, possibly created by a few elites. I hope we can also begin to better address elites and how they cannot plan again for this sort of disaster capitalism practices in the future. There have been a fairly intense protests the past few weeks about the ideas of complete and full rental forgiveness. Sadly, rent freeze issues at City Council yesterday have proven we are at a time San Jose government has to do a bit of learning to walk and chew gum at the same time. Thank you for all your early efforts, and you just sound a little bit tired right now. Even as mass shooting events may appear as scam, rigged, or fixed these days, they deadened the obvious cries and demands for gun control. The point of this being, let us not get stuck in the same miserable form of distrust and half-hearted compromise this pandemic is currently placed on our ideas and ideals. The goal of all of our lives at this time should be considering the ideas of how human rights and civil rights can work towards what can be more truly positive and sustainable. If nothing else, I hope these words can help your city government get out of its current rut and lack of creativity it seems stuck in at this time. I feel all parts of our community are ready to give, can be a good resource for yourself. It is now up to the city government to learn to trust this and want to take a chance on how to meld different ideas and concepts from around the community. We can do something positive and hopeful at this time and not leave people in misery at this time, while still respecting established ideas and traditions. Good luck in all of our efforts at this time, and thank you.
Thank you. All right, I believe that concludes our work. I do want to ask one question though. Given the fact we only have 2 attendees, it does make me a little suspicious and worrisome because I know that our own panel members had a hard time joining. Tony, could I just ask if you could double check